So it is finally time to put on Adam's Graphene Ceramic Coating here, and I've got a black light to go with this as well because it has UV tracing, so we're going to try that out as well to see how it looks after coating it and make sure I don't miss any spots. First thing I got to do here though is I'm going to wipe down the whole car one last time with some Optimum paint prep here, and I'm going to take the tape off the headlights and some of the emblems because I'm going to coat those with this as well. So I'm going to do that first, and then I'll do a demo with the coating here, and we'll look at exactly how it looks and look at it under the black light on the hood here since I've got it on the table, and we can get a really good look at that. So first, get to wiping down the car and removing some tape. Alright, so the car has been wiped down, and the hood here, and I've got, I like using these bigger applicator pads. It's just easier for me to handle. I put two fingers on the top and push down where I put a line up here. I don't like the little blocks. I just feel like they're harder to use, so I use these. Got the Adam's Graphene here. I'm just going to saturate a top line here, go around. We're going to do one section of the hood here and see what it looks like. Per the instructions, it should start to rainbow, and I'll grab the camera and show you that, and then we can wipe it off after that. Let's see here. So we'll see how long this goes. So do a puddle line down the middle here. Now, see if I can grab the camera here and show you what it's doing. So if you can kind of see the discoloration, so it's starting to rainbow. There, you can see it in the lights. So I'm going to buff it off. Get this back on here quick, get to refocus. It's a little tacky. I want to make sure I'm not leaving any high spots or any extra on the edges. Let's try this black light here. Actually, I'm going to turn off the lights here because I'm not really seeing much difference with this. See if turning off the lights helps. Alright, so I can see a difference now with the lights out. It was kind of hard to see before. With the lights out, I can see where it's, especially on the edge here, so I drag the pad along the sides here, and I can see that the top edge here glows brighter than the side. and it kind of gives a different color. So let me grab the camera here and I'll show you what I'm looking at. Yeah, this is definitely going to be, you're going to want to do this in the dark. Lighting will make it very hard. So if you see the difference between these two sections, so the line is kind of where I stopped. You can see it goes much lighter over here, and now you get kind of this milky haze over the top here. And if we come over to the side here, and I'm not sure if the camera can capture this very well, but I can see the color difference with my eyes, the camera's struggling here. That the top area has a milky kind of brighter haze to it, and the side is just kind of the purplish color. It's a very faint distinction. It's hard to see here, but there is a difference. And you can, like I said, really see it over here where it goes from, if I just hold it right there, you can see the left side's kind of got the purple milky haze and the right side's clear, more just like a light. So that's what it looks like. Turn the lights back on here. Now, one thing I would like to point out is, can you tell a difference between the panel that has been coated versus not been? Honestly, to my eyes, just looking at it, I would have no idea if one side was coated versus not. I just can't see a difference. But we'll see how it looks on the car too. We'll do a little demo spot over there as well. So I'm going to finish up the hood here and then we'll look at the car. Alright, so I'm going to work on this side panel here, and I'm leaving the lights off so I can grab the black light after I do this. But basically what I'm going to do here is purposely make a mistake. So I'm going to do this section. Let's say I'm going to leave a hole over here of a spot I'm going to miss. And when I wipe it off, I'll let's say leave a high spot over here, something where I smeared it. So we can make an example and see what this actually looks like. Do a line across the middle here, go up, trace the area I'm working. And actually I don't need to leave a hole because we should be able to see that from the other areas that have no coating on them. But I will make sure to leave a high spot here when I wipe all this off. And I'm buffing this right away because I can try and see where I left the edge there. So I'm going to not wipe off this side over here. And we'll see what that looks like with the black light. Yeah, and you can really see the streaking. It's really bright over here, much smoother in this area. And I can see where I stopped on the top of the car here. You can see a pretty clear line here where I stopped going. So this is definitely helpful to see exactly where I've been. And I'll try and get the camera to capture this if I can get to focus in here. So the top here you can see where I stopped. Here you can see the nice big streaky blotch versus where it's smooth and wiped up nicely. And yeah, so I'm going to wipe that up now. So having that UV tracer is really helpful when you're going back and checking your work. If you're concerned about messing up in any way, smooth that out a little bit with a little more. And I'll wipe it up. All right, so I'm gonna go around and do the rest of the car now and do a little time lapse video of that, and we'll look at it afterwards. So I just finished up coating the entire car. I just wanted to do a walk around here and show you how you can use this light to inspect for any areas. We'll see if we can find any spots that I missed. You probably can see this kind of milky color. Honestly, from some of the other videos I watched, black was much easier to see spots. I've had a hard time with the white. It's definitely noticeable when you go from a spot that was covered to not at all, but it's definitely really hard to see if you've missed a spot going over an area, because it is pretty faint. There's just a little bit of a glow you're looking for. You can kind of see a line right there where it came on heavy. See if I can get that. There we go. So you can see the line on the left side there. So that could probably be buffed out a little better, although when the lights are on, you have no idea it's there. But that's kind of what it helps you see, where I did this section and I was wiping it off and it pushed it over to here, and I didn't wipe enough in this section. So I can come back and get that. But for the most part, going around, most things look pretty even. There you can see some big streaking. I'm going to come back and redo this area. So I did a puddle line there, and then I went down and did the bottom section. I didn't come back up in time, I don't think. So you can see there's still marks all around it, but I definitely left my puddle line sit, and I should have spread it out sooner. So I can come back and redo that. And you see over here, it's a lot more even, milky kind of coverage. So I just wanted to show you what the benefits of using this kind of ceramic coating is with this UV tracing, so I can come back and fix stuff like that. And this is what it looks like after I came back and fixed it. So that streak is still kind of there, but it's definitely more faint. You can see I've blended it in a bit better now. And a little test here how the water is coming off of this. Got a little pump sprayer here. So looking great, just comes right off. Here it is, all done and out in the sun. Everything looking fantastic. Super happy with how all this turned out. What a transformation from what it was. Just gorgeous.